Welcome, everybody, to the Almost Daily Show with your hosts, Chandler and
the Dave Picardi.
Boom. If you didn't know today, we are 100% matchy-matchy. I got mine, Dave's got his, and if I turn around, you can see the little guy. Jeez. Boom. Out of the cave, dynamic duo.
That's right.
Unite.
What do we change?
So what episode is this?
Oh, I think this is Lucky 13.
Ooh, this is going to be our biggest episode to date.
It could be. So for all of our fans, millions of fans around the world, I'm going to surprise Chandler with a topic today that we're going to talk about. So
I'm totes about being surprised because
totally
I can make anything happen.
That's right. So I finished jury duty today and went back to the office, and I share an office with someone now. He actually rents from us, and we went out, had a drink, and talked marketing. And he's a super successful real estate guy, and he's got his hands into a lot of stuff, and he spends a lot of money annually on marketing and call centers and advertisement and everything. So he's kind of a big fish, right? So this big fish and I start talking, and we start talking about relationship marketing. And he's like, so what do you actually do? Explain it to me. So I explained the key difference between Out of the Cave media and the sea of media that's out there. And we started talking about how we build that unique culture and personality around the brand and the identity, and started explaining to him what we'd do with him. And we have a meeting next week because he was blown. He's like, that's what we're missing. That's the hardest part of this whole thing. That's what we got.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. So that's what I want to talk about is there's all this marketing stuff out there, right? Why is building like your personality into your marketing so important for connecting the customers?
Yeah, that's a great topic. So like the big reason that that's a great topic, eh?
Hey?
So the big reason for me why we want to build relationships with our customers is because where we're at today as a society is people are tired of robots. They're tired of non-human interactions. They're tired of cheesy sales tactics, and they're tired of like sleazy marketing techniques and all this garbage that's been thrown at them for so long, because we were in what we'd call like a brand-centric economy where the brand is the one spitting everything out, and it's just this one direction, and it has no culture or personality. And where we're at now is the consumer has decided that they don't trust marketers anymore, and they don't trust salesmen anymore, and they don't trust businesses anymore because they think they're going to be sold something. And when it comes down to it, sales is a wonderful thing. It's giving someone something that they want in exchange for their money or whatever you're trading them for. But what we need to train in the businesses into now is you have to make the customer trust you enough to want to work with you. They have to make the conscious decision that they need to work with you, and that you're the one that's going to be the best fit because they pay attention to what the content you put out. They like the culture that's in the business you're using. They like the personalities in their business. And when you look at why this is so important, you look at startup culture. Like some of these little startups are now growing and passing all these big businesses, and people are choosing little startups simply because they have the culture and the humanistic values established.
That's right. So I think this is the big difference between like what we saw we were in a relationship business for a long time, and how it operated 10, 13 years ago and how it operates now. And if you're not actually, when we're talking about like bringing personalities into marketing stuff, it's not about, right, just presenting your products online, and showing what you're selling and trying to put out value or any of that stuff. What we're talking about is, if you went out and hung out with somebody, do they like you? Do they want to hang out with you? Do they feel like they've connected to you somehow? So your content needs to be real, right? This is one of Chandler's big words, right? It's got to be real, and it has to be. It's not about just your business and your product anymore. It's about you, and so you have to connect with your target audience, and you have to make people want to consume your stuff and hang out with you. And the biggest thing is, like, I can watch them all day now. Is any sort of bloopers video or anything that's crazy. It's got nothing to do with the product I'm trying to buy. It's got to do with entertainment and fun. And, you know, when you get on listening and talking to somebody, you're actually going to connect with them. And that's the key. That connection is the key.
That's it. And what the big thing, why we need to show people things that aren't our products. So if you sell doorknobs, you need to show what's behind the doorknob. If you sell floor mats, you need to show what's behind the floor mats, or who's stepping on the floor mats, and why these people are going into these homes. And it's all about showcasing what humans do and showcasing that by humans doing it. People just don't want to see little products in front of them all the time. They want to see what's happening behind the scenes. They want to see the people doing the things. They want to see personalities that they stop and say, oh, that's me. This speaks to me so well. And that's when they decide, like, I trust this brand. I really want to work with these guys. They get me. They totally understand me. Everything they do speaks volumes to me. And then if you can do that, that's the point to where you've won the trust of the consumer. And that's also when the point to where you've reached the potential for where you're ethical and marketing can go.
Yeah, and I think to add to that, not everybody's your customer. You know, there's a sea of people in the world, and not everybody agrees with your views, and not everybody, you know, maybe, you know, would be into your personality. So you don't want to trick someone that's not going to like you anyways to coming into your door to sell them something if they don't like the interaction anyways. You know, so you want to build that rapport and relationship so that they just want to buy from you regardless of what you're selling, right? Is the big thing. I've built lots of relationships in the world, and, you know, I could probably shift industries at will, and people aren't going to buy from me based on the product I'm selling. They're going to buy from me because I have relationships with them, right? They'll buy whatever I want to sell them. Whatever, as long as I find value in it, I'm selling it. And if they trust me, they're buying it, right? And that's what we're trying to create on the social media stuff, which has absolutely taken over the world.
Yeah, exactly. It's how can I get in front of someone? So where are they hanging out? Where are they being entertained? And how can I get in front of them and showcase them that I'm here to have fun with them, to motivate them, to show the behind the scenes of what we're doing, and show all the people that are behind what we're doing. And the easiest way to get in front of them like that for the small business and the large businesses now is to get on social media and do that stuff. And when you think about it, the Almost Daily Show podcast, we're here talking every day because we want people to feel connected to us as we talk. We want everybody to feel comfortable with us because that's what we're here for, to build relationships. Relationships are king.
So let's teach you how to do this. So now you're out building relationships. There's nothing to sell when you're building relationships. You're just trying to communicate, educate, make people smile, right, and have fun. Right? That is what your content should be. And then when you're ready, you can put calls to action out, but not all the time, right? So if I want to then say, hey, I got this thing going on, anyone interested can do that. That's a call to action. You know, whatever your call to action is, but it's not marketing and social media and everything for a business isn't calls to action every time you put something out forever. It's just every once in a while. If you're building the right relationships, it's every once in a while. So here's a call to action. I'll show you the difference. Call to action is Out of the Cave Media is an expert at teaching people how to do relationship marketing. And we have a whole interview process and system in place for actually setting that up. So if you're interested in figuring out how to add that element onto your social media game and marketing game, all you have to do is give us a shout. We'll jump on, work with you, right? It's as simple as that. So there's your call to action as opposed to what we've been putting out, which is lots of content, right? Fun, free, lots of high fives. Yeah. Right?
Exactly. And then the reason we put out all this content is to build trust over time. And once you built up enough trust, like you're saying, that's when you ask someone to buy your product or purchase your product or your service or whatever. But at that point, you should have built up enough trust to where they absolutely 100% want to buy from you. It's not even a decision anymore. It's how can I do it and where can I find it?
That's right. What do you think? This is my
surprise. That's the key to happiness.
Chandler. This topic was my surprise. This is what I wanted to throw at him because he likes talking about it.
Yeah, I'm always prepped. I like surprise topics too. Keeps you on your toes.
That's right. That's right. Maybe we do that from now on. Maybe we jump on these things and you throw a surprise topic at me and I throw a surprise topic at you. That'd be cool.
I like it. Let's do it. And then we'll take requests for surprise topics.
Yeah, I like
But then
it.
we both know, so it wouldn't be a surprise.
Well, it'd be, yeah. I get the two surprises equals a surprise. That's easy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Double surprise equals a double surprise. We'll just be extra surprised.
I can do that.
Yeah. Boom. That's a win.
Right. Well, episode 13 of the Almost Daily Show in the books.
It was a great episode. I'm glad we were matchy-matchy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have questions, ask them, post them in the comments of this, or shoot us an email. Chandler at ootcmedia.com and Dave at ootcmedia.com.
All right, guys.
We're here to help you. See ya. Maybe, though, because it's almost daily.
Almost daily.